Chinese President Xi Jinping held a high-stakes phone call with his US counterpart, President Donald Trump, reiterating his country's claims over Taiwan, cautioning US over its arms sales to Taipei. Following the call, Taiwan hit back at China, claiming their relations with the US will not change. Now, the call between Xi Jinping and Donald Trump, it came just hours after Xi Jinping virtually held a meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin. Trump said that the two leaders had a long and thorough call discussing trade, military issues, Russia's war in Ukraine, Iran, airplane engine deliveries, and China's purchases of US oil and gas. Trump also announced that China has agreed to boost imports of American soybeans. On his Truth Social platform, Trump called the relationship with Xi Jinping extremely good, stressing the importance of keeping ties strong ahead of his planned visit to China in April. Chinese President Xi Jinping voiced optimism in a call with US President Trump, saying he hopes to steer relations steadily forward through winds and storms and achieve progress. China's Ministry of Foreign Affairs stated that during the call, President Xi Jinping emphasized Taiwan was the most critical issue in US-China relations. Xi Jinping reiterated that Taiwan is part of China's territory and declared that they must safeguard China's national sovereignty and territorial integrity. He stressed that China will never allow Taiwan to be separated and warned that the United States must act with prudence on arms sales to Taiwan. After Trump-Xi had their call, Taiwan's President Lai Ching-te reaffirmed that Taiwan's relations with the United States are rock solid and will not change. He said America's commitments remain firm and communication channels are strong. Meanwhile, before the phone call with Trump, Xi Jinping also held a virtual meeting with Vladimir Putin, as I mentioned earlier. This happened on the same day, might I add. Xi Jinping said he stands ready to chart a new blueprint for China-Russia relations, and Putin accepted invitations to visit China in the first half of this year. Donald Trump is also scheduled to visit China in April, same first half of this year, and attend. This is for Vladimir Putin, who suggested that he would be attending the APEC regional summit hosted by Xi Jinping in November. Addressing President Xi Jinping as his dear friend, Putin called the foreign policy alliance between Moscow and Beijing as an important stabilizing factor, and this is amid increasing global turbulence. According to the Kremlin, Putin also told Xi Jinping that Moscow intends to act responsibly if US allows the last nuclear arms control pact with Russia to lapse. This is after US President Trump said that he wanted to replace the existing treaty with a better one and floated the idea of bringing in China into the pact.